Oh, yeah.
The garlic?
Yeah, garlic.
Yeah.
Because you want to bring the flavor out of the food and you want to bring it in later.
Nice. Okay, so that's bubbling away. All right, so usually the first vegetables I will put in are onions. Yeah. So I'm just going to divide. Now, although it's called
Do you want an assistant to hold all that? And if I go like this and hold it?
yeah, go for it then.
Go for it, mate.
Where's your apron?
Did everybody have a good day today?
Yes.
We're very quiet, so we're now.
Wipe.
Had a hard day.
Wiped
Yeah.
out. Okay.
Wiped out,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
we're wiped out.
Nobody warned us that it was going to be a hard hike.
Jeez.
Surprise,
Thank you for
surprise.
changing the path.
Yes.
Yes.
I owe you big time.
There's just a little word or two last night. Changed
Can't
things.
imagine it being harder than it was today.
I can't either. Or longer.
I can't either.
Okay. Now, one thing about stir fry is that I prefer, and I've seen people do stir fries different ways, but I prefer to keep lids on because that helps to retain the taste of the food. And also moisture as well, that it's easier for the food to dry out if you leave the lid off. And also not to play with it too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Especially with rice. Do not play with rice.
Right.
Not play with
yeah,
rice.
right.
Yeah.
How much oil did you put in there to begin with?
It's about a tablespoon.
Tablespoon, that's all?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So we'll leave the onions take a minute or two just to soften up a bit, and then we'll follow up with this is parsnips, sort of chopped up parsnips. Now the thing about parsnips is because it's a root vegetable, then it tends to take a long time to cook. So what I do is, as you can
Like
see,
a potato, huh?
yeah. So what I do is cut it up into
Can you eat them
close
raw?
up on the parsnip.
Can you eat them raw?
You know,
I would think they're better cooked.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
digestive purposes. It's
Yeah.
a bit like a turnip if you try to eat a turnip raw, or what's
yeah,
the rutabaga or something like that. They're kind of a little on the bitter side,
Okay.
so you want to keep your system more alkaline than acidic.
Yes. Yeah.
I got some
Um,
notes for everyone.
I was going to say, Jackie's done a handout for you.
Oh, bless you.
Which
Yeah,
then
my own
contains some of the information about some of the foods that we're cooking and the kind of properties they have and what they're useful for and that kind of thing.
I
Nice.
think one of the most
Terrific.
important things to remember when I was doing the, just while Terry's doing this, when I was doing the handouts was I had to think about protein. And a lot of us think we need a lot of protein in our diet. We don't actually need that much protein. So in my notes I've got the percentage of protein per meal versus carbs and vegetables and fruits. And one of the things you want to be careful about, anybody, whether they're athletic or whether they're just want to live a good, long, healthy life, is that the body is mostly alkaline, even water is alkaline. So acidic foods are going to disturb the balance in your body. So when we talk about proteins, it's mostly animal proteins that create that acidity. So you get proteins from other foods, natural proteins, then it's not so acidic. Although having said that, you'll hear people say that the animal protein, gives you complete essential acids. So that means really you are getting, have you heard of essential amino acids, right? Okay, so funnily enough, animal protein actually provides you the essential amino acids, the complete amino acids, like there's 8 or 9 that you must have, and you have to get them from your diet rather than not. So if you're a vegetarian or vegan, then you have to work a little harder to get your protein, your essential amino acids. And it's all in the notes there, but basically if you can keep your body at an alkaline level with your foods, which mostly comes from natural whole foods, then you're in a much better position. Because otherwise you get toxicity in the body and that's not good for you. So Your background music is good, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm not against that protein, it's just a fact. So that comes in with, you could put chicken in this, you could put, you probably know this, you could put women here, you can put chicken, turkey, whatever you want in here, beef, and
so I'm just going to add a little garlic.
It smells
good.
Yeah.
looks good.
Blinded.
I'm in the
Alright.
picture.
I have an empty
Oh.
thing. So,
Well,
well, that's fine.
Yeah.
put some M&Ms in
I reckon you put that.
Yeah.
Oh, fill it with M&M's.
Look
Yeah.
at this stir fry. Yeah, that's the flavor.
Okay. So in here we have the broccoli, yellow squash, green beans, and the mange tout. Yeah. So a real
And the what? The snow peas.
snow peas.
Oh.
Snow peas. Sorry. Yeah.
Just thinking
Yeah.
snow.
Mange tout is French for eat all.
Also.
Yeah. So basically, you don't need to do anything to it. You can just eat it.
Don't leave it to Terry, because it'll be
No.
gone.
Okay.
You're all hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of a constant
Yeah.
thing this week.
Yeah.
Always
We're
hungry.
always hungry.
And for my next trick.
That's all.
Whoa!
Is there broccoli already in there? I don't see it.
No.
It's over there.
No broccoli.
No.
I'm sorry.
Did I say broccoli?
Yeah.
Or did I?
I
did.
did. But you
Okay.
probably meant cauliflower.
I meant
is what you
cauliflower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The white brown.
Oh yeah.
Because that's really got to go in with the
Yep.
vegetables. Which is why you probably asked.
Yeah, I thought
That
that it
should-
should have gone in.
Yeah, it should have gone in. That's a mistake. Cut that.
No. Well,
Throw the whole crown.
Yeah, like the cauliflower is harder, it takes longer to cook.
Carrots too, right?
Yeah, but what you
Sliver
do,
them.
you know
Yeah, yeah.
what to do for it?
Sliver.
So, yeah, and then that works much better.
yeah.
I like that. Done
Better.
that way in
I
my
do
stir
too.
fry too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was actually proposing to do with the
Same with courgettes.
With what?
Courgettes, if you do that, which, oh, you
I don't know what that is.
Everything.
Squash.
Squash,
Oh.
yeah.
Which you already
yeah.
put in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you just hard. So
Yeah, yeah.
those.
Juliana.
Yeah.
Julian,
and
that's
just-
the word.
And then you get more of a you got that nice color.
Okay. Could you do the lid here? Thank you. And personally, I prefer broccoli so it's not soft.
Me
soft,
too,
so
yeah.
al dente. Yeah.
Crunchy.
All these French words.
Al dente means crunchy.
It means a little crunchy.
A little crunchy.
It doesn't mean raw, but it means cooked with a little crunch.
Okay. And obviously mushrooms don't require much cooking, so they're left until the end. The carrots. What I was actually thinking of doing with these was to shred, grate them. Yeah. So that can be
Oh,
literally
watch your knuckles.
kind of last minute. Well, Jackie's going to do this.
Okay.
No.
No, she needs her hands for business.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can
That's
still
right.
run
Oh.
without hands.
Calloused. His are soft. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm just going to check the quinoa. Okay, so that is,
Big old pot.
that's a big old pot, yeah. We're not going to be short of quinoa tonight. Okay. So, pepper is really easy because you can just
Tiny little things, aren't
chop it up into
they?
chunks.
Suckers.
Baby chunks.
Just don't take them from the board and just.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whoop.
Yeah, watch the fly.
and one of the things I love about doing stir fries is that it's possible to include so many vegetables and get a real range of tastes and textures and
Who's made stir fries before? I'm sure you all have, haven't you?
okay.
Is there anything else that you would suggest adding?
Water
Or-
chestnuts?
Chestnuts,
Yeah, because they're nice and crunchy and,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
what happened to that one?
That
Okay.
one. There it is. Well, funnily enough, we have tinned water chestnuts
Oh, right here.
and bamboo. Yeah.
Oh, bamboo, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We've also got bamboo shoots, or sorry, bean sprouts as well, but they're going to go in the last as well.
We need a rabbit.
It also,
Yeah.
it also works well with shrimp.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And shrimp don't take long to cook.
Alligator.
Huh?
Alligator. Alligator.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's a little tough. It's,
But being from Louisiana, you probably have shrimp a lot, huh?
oh, yeah.
Till we
You were commenting about the rabbit, our